have a little shady spot here. I'm actually chasing the shade. Sitting next to Mr. Apple Pie Tree. Sandie has a handful of little projects that not really anybody can pitch in and help her with. So I'm just enjoying the day. Probably will have a few days just hanging out, catching up on some reading and paperwork and writing. Though right now I'm enjoying myself here in the clam. Cooking up a little chicken sausage with garlic. I haven't had this in, I don't know, 3 years. And I cut up a bunch of veggies, which I also don't eat a lot of fresh veggies because I haven't had a cooler. I bought a cooler, but you need ice. And then I bought a small cooler for those of you who've been watching for a while. So we'll cook up this a little bit. I got the olive oil in here. And I'm going to go through more papers and just have a lazy Sunday. We're planning a little event, maybe to go meet a subscriber that Sandie has met. She actually met him through me. And he was interested in buying some land. So I put the two of them together, and I've never met him. We may do that in a week or so. Not sure how long I'll be here, as I keep saying that. Beautiful American flag over there. Alrighty, I'll just show you little tidbits here and there of my days. Hope you'll join me. Here, Serene and Simple Life, walking through the beautiful ferns to show you the beautiful American flag waving in the wind as she cries out for freedom. Windy, windy. Saturday. Just a couple more days here and I'll be on my way. Look at Old Glory go. I can actually see her through my front picture window in Happy Haven. And it's a beautiful sight. I'm enjoying watching our beautiful American flag fly in the wind as much as I enjoy watching nature. Flying for freedom. I got a little friend here who's nervous, I think. He came right up next to my chair, up onto my seat, scared the bejeebies out of me. And now he's making noises I've never heard before. What's up, buddy? You scared? Or am I scared? I don't know. To be continued. He looks like he's on a mission, but he's not sure. Weirdest noise ever. Put in the comments, have you ever heard that noise? I don't know where he went. Oh my gosh. I heard some noise. This is right through my window. Yeah. I just got out. They are like 10 feet from me. Is this beautiful or what? There they go. So cool. I had no idea that they would come right up to Happy Haven. See if I can get a little closer. They were just looking at me, and then they go. Okay. This is awesome. Andy, it's been a while since I seen you in the camera. So we just did our, what, 4 times a year shopping here?
Yeah, that's it. 4 times a year.
Okay, and this is Bremerton, right?
Bremerton, Walmart.
Nice, okay. Well, thanks for taking me along.
Yep.
And you're unloading all the groceries just like a grocery boy.
And we got to sort them out.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Sandie and I just stopped at a little lemonade stand. Hey, Sandie, is it any good?
Good, yeah.
Yeah, and you've got a little bottle to pour it into, huh? Good idea. All right, so let's do cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the day.
Good.
All right, thanks, Sandie. Cheers in the making. So sweet. She's adorable smiles. And the view as Sandie comes back from her running around chores, shopping. Check it out. Sandie, what body of water is this? Beautiful. We're not sure what kind of body of water this is.
Liberty Bay.
She thinks Liberty Bay, but it is beautiful, whatever it is.
It's called the Brothers.
The Brothers Mountains. Awesome. Well, we just went to Staples and Grocery Outlet, and we've been just running around about 3-4 hours. And so we're going back to her property. Lovely day. Last day in the kitchen. Been a blessing to be here, and I'm ready to move on. Fried egg, tomato, cheese. Fried egg and tomato cheese sandwich. $6.99 on the menu, and here maybe $1.50. Looking tasty. Melting the cheese. Had already toasted the bread once. I used the butter cook spray. And now it's time to get to work. Our last full day here. Decided to boil up an egg. I have some leftover salad, a cooler full of stuff to take with me, and that will be a delightful addition to the salad. Be taking the clam down later today or in the AM, not sure. Proud moment. Took the clam down all by myself. Only took about 10 minutes. It was really easy to get into the bag. I will be sitting here with my chair till it gets dark. It's where I've been hanging out. Except for the one day I went inside where it was cooler, but other than that, my life has been outdoors. And now it fits snugly under my platform here. I do have to lift this a little bit. I gotta put the chair up, the front seat up a little bit. Not sure exactly how easy it'll go in, but that's where it goes. Everything back inside the nook of Happy Haven. I've got water jugs ready to fill tomorrow when I head to Love's to shower. There's my little cooking station. This is jackets and some winter clothes, because weather changes on a dime, as we all know. That's a little basket full of some snacks, and pretty light right now. This slid in super easy, just super easy. I just lifted up a corner here, and I don't know, the way I was holding it, God was with me and gave me the strength I needed. Sandie and I will be saying our goodbyes this evening, and I am forever grateful for the opportunity to be here. I'm going to be heading out early, most likely before she is up. So, yep, on down the road, do a couple 100 miles tomorrow. Headed to Yellowstone. I'm going to go around the park and take some pictures. I've got to return the tarps to Sandie. Had a little handy dandy broom here I borrowed, and I'm going to sit here and do a little bit more work on my book. Day number 5 here working on the book. All right. Say goodbye to Mr. Apple Pie Tree. I've shown some of you before, but just in case you're wondering, the chair slides very neatly under there, and the little table goes right under here in the nook. I have Irish Spring there to keep the you-know-what away. So there you have it. I'm excited. I'm excited to get on down the road because that means I'm closer now to the tiny cabin. Almost forgot these guys. These are the 3 panels that Velcro beautifully onto the clam. And yes, they are also in my Amazon store. Links in the description. Thank you all very much who used that link. I appreciate you very much. Mid-morning, the next day. One lone airplane sound. I don't hear the birds out this AM. I just finished the last of my don't forget. Picked the lights up off the ground, my blinking lights. Put the little floor mat away and emptied the refrigerator. Dinner on top here for later. That leftover noodle, if you watched that video. I've got my frozen on the bottom. I've got big things of ice. Sandie had bought some ice because the refrigerator seemed to be acting up. So I froze some water bottles. This cooler bag back here is packed to the brim with drinks. This has some almond milk left over and more bags of ice. So I'm doing a little experiment. See how long this ice will last in this brown bag. Do you know? Looking at my calendar as I go on down the road, there's quotes and things on the other side. If you are working on something that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. Your one more thing for today is I head out the gate to say goodbye to Washington. I don't know that I will ever be back in Washington again. Not because it isn't beautiful, but because it's pretty far away, and this is my 3rd time here. The dogs are barking. Later. 2nd time here on this property, 3rd time in Washington. Well, looky here, my friend is back and just as close as ever. Oh my gosh. He's so beautiful. I'm looking for him to be scared and he's not. At least not at the moment. Hey, mister. Where are you going? You just got here. You going home? Wow. We got his best side right now. Here he goes. Or at least I think so. We'll see you later. Blessings in your day and joy in the journey. Be careful.